Hey guys, it's a face that you don't typically see. Guess what? I'm the other K of the Biz Runners. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. I am Kristen. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the other K in the Biz Runners. I don't get to hop on here so you guys can see my face very often, but I'm typically the voice of the tech training videos and the other half of the Biz Runners. So I'm so excited to be able to hop in here today to chat with you guys a little bit about batching your business tasks. For those of you who don't know me, again, I am Kristen of the Biz Runners. I am also a mom of two gorgeous kids. I am a full-time physical education teacher, and I am an online business owner outside of the Biz Runners over at theconcreterunner.com. So I am a pretty busy person. You know, I work full time out of the home. Oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. I work full time out of the home. I run two businesses now, one in partnership with Kelly. Thank goodness she is my saving grace a lot of days and really keeps this boat afloat, that's for sure. But I'm also a mom, and so I spend a lot of time with my family, as you can kind of see in the background there. So I'm super busy most days. And as most of you know, as an entrepreneur, it is outrageously hard to get everything done on top of everything else you have going on, whether you're a mom or you work or you have two businesses or you travel all the time or your husband's gone all the time. Like, it's hard. It's hard being a mom. It's hard being an entrepreneur. And it's generally just hard. So I want to talk to you about a strategy and system that I use that has helped me be more productive in my day and has helped me save a ton of time to really get my businesses going well. So what I'm going to chat with you guys about today is how to batch your business tasks. This has saved me in both of my business. So I literally only have about 2 hours a day to work on both of my businesses. Because I work full time out of the home, I have a 30-minute commute each way. So that's another hour that I am not home to be with my family or working on my business. Luckily, I can do some professional development during my commute, which I enjoy. Kelly and I spend a lot of time on Voice Messenger, chatting through different goals and things that we have for our business. And so that commute helps me, but at the same time, it's not really pushing my business forward necessarily. But as an entrepreneur, we always know that there is something that we can be working on. So even when you are busy with your kids and you're sitting down, you're playing a game or you're playing with Legos or something, I'm just thinking of the things that I've done with my son today. You feel like there's always something to be working on. And if you're like me, I am a huge sufferer from entrepreneur. I can't even say that word. Entrepreneur. I'm just going to say entrepreneur, ADD. So once I have that idea, I'm like ready to dive right in and get everything done and launch it and like get it going. But for those of you who have done this before, you realize like it's probably the worst thing that you can do because you typically crash and burn. You're completely overwhelmed. It doesn't go the way that you want. And you lost all of this productivity time that you could have been doing to move your business forward right now, instead of thinking like, oh my gosh, I have this new program, let's do it, let's just roll it out. And then you lose all this other time where you can be focusing on your audience and warming them up and really giving back to and adding value to the people in your groups and in your program. So it doesn't always work really well to have that entrepreneur ADD because you feel so overwhelmed. And I'm one of those people who I get overwhelmed very easily. I have a lot of anxiety. I suffer from depression. So there's a lot of things that get me overwhelmed very quickly. And what I have found is that I need to have a focus, a daily focus every day, or what we call batching. So I'm going to batch all my tasks into one focus area. So batching is basically finding a daily focus for each and every day of your business. Just like you might do laundry one day and you might clean your house one day and you might polish your furniture another day, those things are like batching something. You have a focus for that day. So this is what I'm talking about. You focus on one type of activity for your business that will help you move it forward. So what a typical batching week looks like for me, for my run coaching business, not for my Biz Runners business. And I've had to change this a little bit because I run 2 businesses now. But typically for my run coaching business, I have a daily focus 5 days of the week. My weekends are family time. I am focused on my family. That is my only to-do list for the weekend, is to focus on my family, focus on my home, get my home organized. Those sorts of things are all my weekend focus. But during the week, I have daily focus activities. So on Monday, I'm focused on my VIP clients and I'm focused on their training plans, and I probably do some networking that day. So I might post a lead generator and then I'm going to network with the people who comment on it. I'm going to try to add value to my posts, to other people's posts, those sorts of things. That's my Monday focus. On Tuesday, I'm going to focus on my email campaigns and my analytics. So I might be writing emails, I might be writing things for my sales funnel, and I'm going to look at my open rates and my click rates. So hopefully you remember that. I think we talked about that just last week, about open rates and click rates. Those are things that you want to look at and analyze your data on that. And so Tuesday's all about my email campaigns. Wednesday, I'm focused on creating content. So that means I am focused on writing blog posts. I'm focused on my social media posts. And these are all things for the next week. So I'm getting ahead of the schedule just by spending one day on certain things. So blog posts, social media posts, graphics for those posts, those are all one day. Thursday, I am all about planning. I get my plan done for the next week if it's the end of the month. So like next Thursday, I'm going to be planning out for October, and I'm doing some administrative tasks. So things that if I'm catching up on emails, I might be doing that day, or other type of like back end things. Like I might set up my sales funnel that day, or I might spend some time cleaning out my email list. Those sorts of administrative tasks that I don't need to do every single day. Like obviously I'm going to respond to emails throughout the day, during the day. But if I have like a really big email that I haven't had a chance to sit down and write, I'm going to do that on Thursdays, and as well as planning. And then Friday, I'm focused on catching up. So say, and this happens pretty frequently for me, say I don't get my content done on Wednesday. I only was able to write my content. I didn't get any of my graphics done. Friday's my day to catch up. Sometimes I'm able to do that on Thursday because planning and admin tasks don't always take the entire 1 to 2 hours that I give myself for the day. And so I might have time to get those graphics done that day because they typically don't take me very long, but I might have just ran out of time to get them done. Or maybe something came up. Maybe like today I have a sick kiddo and I need to and I can't do everything on that day. Or we have something planned. Say my husband and I have a date night planned or something during the week. We have something come up that I can't get everything done in that time, or because I work full time, I might have like a meeting after school that takes up some of my time. Friday's my catch-up day, and typically I don't have to spend a lot of time catching up on work, so I'm going to use that to work on other things like a sales funnel or planning out a launch or something like that. And then, like I said, my weekends are all about focused family time. I don't want to spend time on my business over the weekend. I spend time with my family during the week. And then I focus on those 1 to 2 hours on my business, so I still have time with my family. But I want to make sure that they know they are the most important thing in my life, and so I don't want to spend too much time on my business. Some days I do because I just have some time. Maybe like this past weekend, my daughter went to a carnival with her grandma while my son was taking a nap, so I spent some time on my business, which I had extra things to do. So things like that come up. But typically I want to make sure that my family knows that they're my main priority on the weekends. All of this stuff can be done in 1 to 2 hours a day. So instead of putting a million things on my list every day, I'm putting 1 to maybe 3 things on my list every day. And I wish I had my planner right here so I could show it to you. I have like 3 things on my list today. And by the end of the day, I've crossed every single one of them off. If I haven't, I put a little arrow so I know that it needs to be caught up later in the week. It keeps me so super focused because I know exactly what I need to be doing every day. And I'm not totally overwhelmed with a million things that I feel like I need to get done. And then by the end of the day, I'm like, oh, gosh, I haven't accomplished anything. So give yourself some grace. I know my system is not going to work for everyone. So find something that works for you. I know some people spend a day just working on graphics. Some people spend a day just working on their website. Those sorts of things. Find something that works for you, and be willing to change it if it needs to. I've recently had to change mine because I run 2 businesses now, and I'm taking on a lot more client work. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays are typically client-focused days. So I wrote a blog post today for the Biz Runners, but I also know that I have some tasks to do for one of the projects that I am doing for another business owner, for a client of mine. So I'm going to focus on that later in the day. But that's my only priority. And so my priorities on Tuesday and Wednesday are a little bit different because they're not business-focused, they're client-focused. But that helps move my business forward, because if I'm doing those services for my clients well, they're going to give me referrals, which moves my business forward. So hopefully that helps you understand batching your content so that you can be a little bit more efficient, a little less overworked, a little less stressed, and less overwhelmed in your business. If you have questions, feel free to comment below. If you're watching the replay, let me know. And let me know if you actually put this into practice already, or if you're willing to put it into practice in your business to see how well it works. So I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I will chat with you later. Bye.